Welcome, everybody. We are back with TEC, and you might have guessed it, Monday TEC, yeah, but today it's Lobby 2, and um, we have a special poster today ready. Thank you, Ovich, for creating this amazing piece of art. So you see 1 hour at Fuji International Speedway. It is for today. So, lovely picture. Thank you again for that. So, we are at round 4 currently. It's season 13 of the TEC Team Endurance Championship. And today live broadcast is Lobby 2. Have a look at the leaderboards. Pro and the AM classes on the screen for you. So Sluxy leading the Pro class and Ouch Racer the AM at the moment, but this will change probably after every round. Very close between the drivers there at the top. Oh yeah. Fuji for today. It's a bit wet for the race start at least. Can quickly show you the settings for today. So the first 3 weather slots are rainy and RA. That's the heaviest kind of rain you can get in the game. So yeah, interesting. So wet start, also wet qualifying session is. And with that being said, it's time to actually start the qualifying session. So, as usual, TEC, it's a one-shot quali. Find your gap. And then Zach is in the chat and in the lobby. In the Ferrari, you should be looking very strong for that wet part. Oh. All right. Let's hit that button. Let me get my things ready. Yep. It's looking good. All right. So. Everyone's starting on the heavy wets. In those crazy conditions. Let's have a look at the drivers and the cars. Dominantly Porsches and AMGs in both of the classes. The Furious 2 at the front of the Pro class. And Dylan, who is reserving for Thomas today in the M class. The River. A Porsche Furious Porsche and that Psycho also running that Porsche 911 couch racing, the M class leader in the AMG. Dylan in a Porsche for the Pro class as you see that AMG, Ovich in the AMG. Dylan is actually driving the Porsche, so he's reserving for Yupe. Oh, sorry for that. It's Sonic who is reserving for Thomas in that AMG. Got a bit confused. Weber, also one of the front runners in the M class, and Ray. Oh, we see a 4C. And then Lemony in the Ferrari, also one of the front runners in that Pro class. And here we go. River about to start the qualifying lap, so we go on board. See those soaking wet conditions. A bit moist, yeah, mildly moist is how to put it in the chat. Here we go. Braking for the first turn. We see some rain racing line driving. Looks pretty much like the track line so far. So going to the crucial left-hander and missed that apex by a mile. Whoopsie. And now for the Coca-Cola curve. Struggling with the grip. Patient, long right-hander. Downhill we go, braking again. Racing line, we should go for a tighter line, that's right, all the way to the exit. There's not much grip in the rain. Then we go for the Dunlop chicane, braking, heavy braking into first gear. Then be patient again, second gear, uphill. We go into the final sector, entering right-hander. Also didn't get towards the apex and now open up that corner, bring it back to the apex, square it off, and now the run for the final turn, so many lines possible. See about that. It's a bit oversteery on the exit and now it's the run to the line for River. And you will see that first reference that time. 51, 50, 50.0. Furious coming around 52. River with a great lap. How it looks. Man also unable to keep up with that lap so far. As the first of the AM drivers to set a lap time. Dylan with 4 couch racing. Probably pole for the ends. So we'll have a look at Sonic and Lemony. Also Vaporon, Ray, Ovich, they're done. Ray coming around. That final turn. It's a long run till the line. Will it be enough? Get pole position for Hams, don't think so, no. What about Weyburn? Nope. Lemony and Sonic. No. Wait for Lemony, come around the final turn, a little bit of a slide, you know. With the run at 50.0, that's a lap and a half. And Lemony unable to get that pole position, it's close. P2 and Sonic up to P5. So we have River taking pole for the amps and Couch racing pole for the River for the pros, Couch for the amps, Lemony P2 for pro, Furious in third for the class. Sonic, second best amp driver, ahead of Ray. We'll see the rest of the grid in a second. We'll wait for a minute or so to finish that qualifying session. There was some disbelief in the chat. What are these lap times? I don't know, Dylan. You're in the same car. Whoop. The River definitely nailed that qualifying. Yeah, that start will be interesting. No grip. Usually the Ferrari is very good off the line, but we'll see if it's the same in the wet. There's so much traction, or is the traction too good? Actually, you get wheel spin in the Ferrari. We'll see. But usually Ferrari has the advantage. And then we'll grab the results for you. So River with pole, 11 couch, then in P3 for the Ams. Furious 4th, Sonic, P5, Ray, Tess, and Matt. And on the second page, we have Averon, Dylan and Ovich. Yeah, so that 2 minutes break, and then we're good to go for that race. I mean, it's just qualifying, so we still like have to do roughly, I think. I don't know. Is that 15 to 20 minutes in rainy conditions? Easy to make mistakes, and then with a trying track also when to go onto the slick tires, what to use. There's no mandatory tire for today, so I guess you would try and run the mediums after that rain to the end. But yeah, then also like Fuji, that long sweeping corners are quite harsh on the tires usually. So maybe it's a two-stop in the end. As usual, I have no clue at all what's going to happen in this race. But in theory, yeah, maybe you can do 40 minutes on hards. Could be possible. The fuel should last for that long. But I guess we'll find out in roughly 1 hour's time and what the strategy looked like. Who's good in the wet conditions in the race. Trim, yeah. And also then some of the most notorious turns in sim racing or in racing in general. T1 and Fuji at the start, and then also that Dunlop chicane. So easy to outbrake yourself or lose it. So. Out and only the TEC admins will know how Couch got into the AM class. Only the admins though. But yeah. I think the drivers are ready. I'm ready. Then let's go. "60 minutes. No mandatory tire. A little bit of rain to start that race. And here we go. Bring up the tire info as well. So no surprise, everyone is starting. No, Dylan is starting on intermediates. Dylan Clifford on intermediates, the rest is starting on heavy wets. And here we go. The lights are on and away we go again. We see Lemony in the Ferrari with that brilliant start already up into P1. Covering the inside line, we see the cars in the background. Ray with a great start, sending it down the inside. Too late for Ray. Whoa. Off track they go. And behind River, it's all kicking off crazy seats. 3 wide situations. Furious Flat Cycle and Tess on that left-hander for the next right-hander. Still they're going side by side, nearly with Matt Couch down to P6 after starting in P3. Still right in that mix. Again, we see Ray on the inside line in his Alpha 4C, and it's Couch around the outside. Ovich in P8, Sonic with a little trip. Weber, Dylan, Clifford on those intermediates. P11 and Dylan in P12. They go side by side again through that king before the Dunlop. I'll press the same free-play marker just in case for that turn. Dylan's make it through that turn. Weber got a bit of a reset or an off track. We'll see if he can catch that. What happened to Weber? Comes through the kink on the outside line. Oh, just took it very, very cautious. Yeah, alright, so no drama at all. We go to the front. Lemony 1 second the gap to River in P2. Then I think I'll get to the Purist 2 already. 2.5 seconds. Matt Cycle in P4. Tess using that slipstream and pulling alongside, crossing the start finish straight. And is ahead for now. We're braking for the first turn again. Tess not covering the inside line occlusion for Matt Cycle. Brake late. There's more grip around the outside line look, so Tess keeps that P4, Matt in P5, Couch in P6, and Ray still close to Sonic in 8th, Ovich P9, with the American Dylan in P10, Dylan Cliff P11, and Weyburn in P12. So Dylan Clifford playing like a bit of a blinder here, maybe, and trying to survive those conditions on those intermediates, and then hoping to have the better tires once it starts trying. Still managing to keep that car on the track, but now losing a little bit of time. I think you can keep it clean without spins and stuff like that. Should be maybe a bold but rewarding strategy. River nearly lost the car on the curb, but pushing, trying to stay with Lemony 1 second the gap. Furious already 4 seconds, not finding the pace early in those conditions. There's simply opening up the gap to Matt Cycle. Ray got past Couch Racing. Ray pushing, 7 tenths the gap, 8 tenths now. Couch right behind, go a little bit on board. If that AMG gets that toe, also see Sonic right behind Couch in another AMG, and it's like Couch not getting closer on that straight. We see Ray, those brake lights coming on. Taking avoiding actions, nearly tapped that rear, and Couch going on the outside curve. There is Sonic with the wiggle and nearly with the spin. Good catch though, that was close. American Dylan in P9, Dylan Clifford in P10, still staying with his fellow Porsche driver Ovich, jumping down to P11 just in front of Weber, who was smashing the first round. Some decent results, but it seems like he's not the biggest fan of the Ray at the moment, in P12 currently. And Lemony and River still within a second that gap. There was a mistake. Matt dropping down a couple of positions. Let's see if he can catch what happened. Oh, lost the rear a bit too early on that power. 2 positions lost. Easy to do. I guess so Lemony still leading River with him. that is second gap. 11 laps, getting closer and closer. Couch in, Couch racing in 6th position, P3 in the AMs so far. So Taz leading the AM class currently. Ray second for the AMs, and Couch in P6 slowly getting up to pace now. Sonic Matt dropped down to P8, to Dylan's. Again close, Dylan Clifford now got in front of the American Dylan. And the gap, wow, look at that, already 19 seconds to the leaders. It's crazy. I don't think you lose that much time on warm wets now. But that Ovid dropped down to P12, had probably a little spin with wiggle. Nearly 5 seconds to get to Webern in P11. And that gap is just increasing every corner, every straight. 20.3. River with the move on Lemony. He has to defend. Lemony in the inside line, set by setting out to the final turn. Lemony has the better run. River around the outside, walks River around the outside. River made that move stick now. We have a look at the overtake. See what happened exactly through that final section, and then River just took the inside line. Opened up that gap on the straight. 6-7 tenths now heading into the first turn. A bit too deep, maybe. No, it was okay. So now half a second, 6 tenths again between River and Lemony. 5:36 seconds. Furious. And Taz still running in P4. Couch past Ray up to P5. Ray in P6. Sonic still running in P7. Matt now into a rhythm but looks in P8. We have Dylan versus Dylan racing. Go to that one. The track still very wet, so Heavy Vet should perform way better than those intermediates. Going a bit too deep, gives Dylan the opportunity to open up that gap. 1 second now, and increasing. And River now 1.7 seconds. That Porsche is so good through that middle sector. Will we see the new fastest lap of the race so far? 50.8. Second gain on Lemony appears to consistent. 53s. Now as with a nice 2-second gap. Couch and Ray. Over on board, impression, so still rain falling down. Still in the middle of this downpour, heavy wet conditions. Whoa, again, nearly lost that car. Again, it's going left, right, everywhere. There's no racing line appearing at the moment. Still soaking wet conditions. The two Dylans again so close throughout this entire race, and we already have 30 seconds. Oh, someone made a mistake. Something changed. Not sure what happened. Nope. Briefly, maybe. The gaps are still yeah. Not much change except for River. 3 seconds now. That lead, Lemony unable to keep up at the moment with the River. Furies in third. Let's run through the grid. Once again, Taz still 2 seconds. The gap to Couch, and Ray still 6 in 10th. Sonic in P7. Matt in P8. Dylan opened up the gap to Dylan Clifford. Now Romney 2 seconds, and Wayburn now with the run. By the looks, the two teammates. Is Wayburn going for the move? I think he's braking early. Slowly picking up that pace in those wet conditions. River running away with it now. 50.6 last time round. The only driver that hits the 1 minute 50s. Nearly 10 seconds between Lemony and the Furies 2. Crazy pace difference. Here we have a close 3-way battle forming for the AM lead. Couch sideways. She lost a little bit of time, maybe. Car is a handful to drive, but looks same probably for that Alpha 4C. Still think an MR car should have a slight advantage in those rainy conditions compared to both AMG. Is there enough traction on the exits? 1 second gaining again, and also Couch within that slipstream range. So 13 minutes in, and the bar dropped below that second marker, so it's slowly getting into intermediate territory now. Ray really close now again. 4C is strong in a straight line. See Sonic struggling for grip. Here comes Matt around the outside. Sonic covering the inside line for the left hander. No, backing out of it for now. Matt missed that apex slightly, but also stayed away from track limits. And no, I think we should see times improving. More grip now for all of the drivers. Less standing water on the track. And would this be the time for Dylan Clifford now on the intermediates? 15 minutes in. We see where is Dylan now. The gap nearly 4 seconds. Not pretty sure it will come down a little bit. But we saw some personal bests appearing for Dylan Clifford, and you see change on the track already. You see that racing line appearing now, and this is now intermediates territory. Gained a second or more. Do that bit. We'll have a look at the lap time for Dylan. Personal best for sure. What's that lap gonna be? 51.1. So that's nearly the same pace as River, but now River on the heavy wets, going still for the wet part, trying to look after those tires now. 3 to 4 seconds to get to 11, another 12 seconds to the Furious 2. The couch racing now into the lead for the Amps, got past Tess. I think in those mixed conditions, Couch is very, very strong. He's definitely attacking now a bit more comfortable, more grip on the track. Let's show Tess in 5th, 2nd in class. Ray in 3rd. It's still close between those three drivers. Matt and Sonic, and Dylan got past Dylan. Time to shine now for the Irish driver. Lemony with a 49.1 on wets. What about Dylan next time round on those inters? Would be the new fastest lap of the race so far. I think should get a 50, yeah, 47. That's nearly 2 seconds. Dylan into the pits early. That's not sure. Can you go already to slick tires? I don't think so. No, River with a big wiggle. Basically the same lap times now for River and Lemony. But after that little wiggle, Lemony is catching. You see more rain coming down again. And we've lost rain. No pit stop, just somewhere off track. Down to P8, still 3rd in class. Matt dropped behind Sonic for now, and where is Dylan? 2 seconds down, a little mistake happened, so that catch-up phase now a little bit slowed down. As it's still raining. Alright, we see just look for a brief moment that Lemony was pitting. Again, heavy downpour. Alright, what about... Whoa, Dylan! That was a bold move to go on to the racing mediums. Now we saw some more rain falling from the sky, so not too sure about that one. And yeah, that was probably a rip, yeah. So it's too early for slick tires. Definitely more rain coming down. Still those intermediates go to tire, I think. Now here coming into the Dunlop. It's very, very wet. So the wet tires, yeah, this bit definitely saved them from dying early with the pace. And this would probably take another 5-7 minutes to try. And then we could be seeing that switch to the medium tires and go to the end. Pretty sure about that. Couch and Tess still running close battle for P1 in the M class between the two AMGs. Sonic in 3rd, just 3 seconds behind Matt. In 7th, staying out on those red tires, I guess. Ray and Dylan is catching again, definitely. Ray into the pits, by the looks. No, just looking for the red pits. No, 49. Where did this 47 just appear for Dylan on lap 9? So he had a bit of up and down. 51, 49. Weber on into the pits. Okay. It's also a bold call, which that was too late, but not going for the pits here, going for that tight line. With Dylan back onto the intros, so corrected that mistake. Go and Weber onto the soft tires, another one, going for a very early run on slick tires. If you can keep it within this very narrow tri-racing line appearing, yes, it could work. But as soon as you touch the curb or a wet bit, the car will spin. It's definitely a risky strategy, and you won't be getting to the end on those softs, and not sure the time you lose in the pits you will be able to regain on those softs. I will keep that in mind, and Lemony back with River under a second, 6/10. Now they're both staying out, but it's actually trying pretty quick on that racing line. You see it's going out, Sonic into the pits. Will this be the last lap on wet tires? Could be, could be. Still, this exit, you have to be very careful if you run with the tires later. Still so much wet parts on the exit. Also, I think the chicane, the curb, still very wet. And you see the tires. We see the wear. Now, I don't think those wets will survive many more laps, so I wouldn't be surprised to see both of the drivers at the front now pitting. Yeah, that racing line appeared so quick. Oh, River staying out. Lemony in. It was the late call for River. No, he was just again searching the wet pits. The same goes for Lemony, trying to extend that stint on the wets. Furious into the pits by the looks. He's taking no. They're fooling me all the time. Let's see. Couch into the taking that narrow line. He's braking. Is he? He is braking. He's going for the pit stop. Oh, Tess with a penalty. I think he went on with all 4 tires on that left-hand side for that bollard. So wouldn't be surprised to see a 3-second penalty appearing for Tess. Dylan already up to P4. Those inters are now working. Still 30 seconds something to the leaders. Ray staying out on the wets. Probably the last bit. Medium for Couch. Careful on that exit. What about Tess? Yeah, 3 seconds. That pit entry was messy and went a bit too hot. It's slick tires. It's wet. But both also Couch went way too deep into the turn 1. Oh, and a nice little 360. Struggling for grip. And Tess takes that lead. No, in 2 seconds. And Sonic with an earlier pit stop. He, with the mighty undercut on Couch and Tess. River, no, staying out. Those wets are toast. They are gone. Lemony into the pits. The rear left gone already. Here is to into the pits. Dylan. What's he going to do? Staying out for another lap. Not trusting the conditions. This one. Matt pitting. Yeah, wet tires. No good. At this stage, Ray into the pits. Pretty sure about that. Everyone on the wet tires will be pitting for some slicks now. F. Sonic the lead. M. Car. Couch in second test after serving the penalty. Now we'll lose more than 3 seconds. Here's Bayburn. They went in very early on softs, but they will have to do another pit stop. What happened to Ray? No, it's medium tires. Again, pit, exit, careful, don't run too deep. Yeah, that looked good, but lost a couple of positions. For now, a drop behind Wayburn and Taz. Matt slotted in between Taz and Couch, and River now into the pits. Really sure about that. The rear left is gone. We see Dylan pitting again. And Lemony on soft tires. Okay. That undercut definitely worked. River still in the pits. This last lap on the wets lost so much time. Dropped behind the Furies 2 as well. Or maybe just coming into the first turn. It's a bit of contact between us, and there is, yeah, mistake, and through goes River. And Dylan. We have a look at this once again. I think someone was close. I think it was Dylan. So they were having a little bit of a ding dong. We'll have to see that longer version of it. Oh yeah, Dylan took out the Furies 2 unlucky, and that's why River was the lucky one. He lost so much time on that final lap on the wet tires. Still got lucky with that incident between Furies 2 and Dylan. P2 for River, but 16 seconds nearly the gap to Lemony. Can he make those soft tires last till the end? I don't know. I don't know if the mediums are a good call. I have no clue. I'd say probably yes, they could survive the 30 minutes. Fuel for River maybe, yeah, but we definitely see different ideas about the strategy. We see the soft tire runners like the Furies 2, less fuel and soft tires, so they will definitely do another pit stop and go back onto the soft tires. So the gap River to Lemony 17 seconds, and not sure about that pit loss, but I would argue 20 seconds minimum. So maybe that soft can work. I think you have now a comfortable racing line. You can push, and you can push more on those softs, but those softs they will die, especially the Coca-Cola curve, the long right-hander. And also the final sector now will be tough with the tires. So race situation, Lemony leading, Furious in second, both on the softs, medium tires for River, with the idea to go to the end on them. Question, Dylan thinking the same in T4 now. Matt on mediums as well, going with the fuel load till the end would be my guess. Couch racing on mediums as well. Ray back with Couch. Tess dropped a couple of positions, also Sonic on his Weber, the first driver that went into the soft tires, and will go for another one. And we see someone going exit stage left. It's Ray. What happened to the RC driver? He probably touched the wet bits. Curb. Boo! There goes the car. Ovich on mediums, and Dylan also on mediums. Back again, a lap down at this stage. Furious 2 now is flying in those conditions. Gained a couple of tenths. At 16 seconds still. The gap between Lemony and Furious 2 at this stage. River in P3. We are not expecting River to pit again. Go to the end on those mediums. The same for Dylan Clifford and Matt Psycho. We have Couch Racing leading the ends once again. Sonic and Wayburn. Wayburn will be the first driver to pit again. Pass and Ray again with a little bit of off track, pushing too much in those conditions. It's still wet next to that racing line. Ovich in P11 and Dylan P12. So well, have an eye on this one. Now we see Lemony picking up that pace, but also the tires starting to wear, maybe a bit too early. No softs. Porsche again a bit better with the tires, but the pace looks to be very similar between Lemony and the Furious 2. Furious gained a little bit through that middle sector into the final sector we go. On the straight, Lemony trying to cool the tires, make them last a little bit longer. 40.9. Furious bit quicker, not by much. 40.6. River had a 59.7 that didn't help at all. 27 seconds the gap now. Little mistake. And there goes your strategy. Matt and Sonic in a battle, but not in the same class. And that's the closest on the track at the moment. We have a look at Sonic's tire wear on mediums. It could be also a long 24 minutes on those mediums towards the end. Couch in P7, also 1 minute 48, a little spin, little off track, but it happens to some of the drivers. Taz had a 49.50, now trying to keep it clean, picking up the pace on those mediums. We saw Ray with a couple of off tracks, pushing again, pushing the limits, touching those wet bits here and there. 41.7. And 40.3. So that the tire wear isn't slowing him down at the moment, but it definitely will at some point. Not sure about the options here. How long will those soft tires last? Will it be long enough to go for a second soft stint? Or go mediums till the end just to play it safe? Still 14-15 seconds between the top two. And River in third. 41s now again. After that, not 18, yeah, he had a whoopsie somewhere. You can see that. Dylan is also pushing now. Under 9 seconds to River B3. Is the podium possible for Dylan? 13 seconds between Dylan and Matt. So very hard for Matt to move up the order. I think Matt and Dylan are on the same strategy. Mediums. I mean, the fuel load looks a bit different. Dylan lower on fuel compared to Matt. Maybe Matt just put in all the fuel to be safe. Levany approaching. Is that Ovich, I think? So now we have an interesting situation. It is multi-class, basically, so two different classes. So the blue flags don't apply in this situation to Ovich. But I'm pretty sure the pace difference will be no issue for Lemony there to make that move stick. Final sector side by side, and no drama for Lemony. On to the main straight we go. Furious in second. Lost a couple of turns, 15 seconds now, River. Dylan with the fastest lap, 40.2. So watch out for Dylan. If he can get till the end with this fuel, you see a bit lower than River with the fuel. Might be just okay. 20 minutes to go. And so we are now in this final bit. Sunny conditions till the end. So you can push now definitely. 6.5 seconds. Matt again under pressure. Sonic with the toe. What about Bayburn? Yeah, the fuel getting lower and lower. Also the tires, some serious wear now. We will be seeing him pretty soon in that pit lane with his crew. Couch will move up. I spot Ray and Taz as well. Which looking like he's going till the end. Dylan the same in P12. Lemony, first driver to hit a sub 1 minute 40. You see the track is improving. And 16 seconds, so nothing changed between Lemony and Furious basically over the last couple of laps. After that gap went down a little bit, it's now back to 16 seconds. River is crossing the best 40.4 here. And Dylan also a 40.4 gap. Now stays roughly with that 6.5 seconds. Those two still close. And what about Bayburn? Into the pits. There you go. So I reckon another set of softs, and then we'll see where they come out on track. Ray with another mistake with some damage as well. Will keep that position though. Wayburn's still in the pits. On track again. Novich crossing that start finish line now. The gap getting down under 20 seconds. Bayburn maybe even more, 15 seconds ish. And Furious 2 decided that's enough with this set of softs. Let's push again for the last and on softs again. Lemony doing one more lap just to be safe, I think. So River with a wow 39.8 on mediums, and look at this tire wear. That's good stuff. Also Dylan not too far behind, very consistent now. Mid to low 1 minute 40s at this stage. Furious out in P4, 6.5 seconds. Matt and Sonic still out the couch. Bit too deep into the first turn. Now a boring race for Couch, nearly 10 seconds to Sonic and 16 to Tess. And we see Lemony hitting now. I guess, yeah, it's 27, 28 seconds. So I think that should be enough to stay in the lead. Here comes the River out of the final turn. A long straight. There's Lemony changing tires now and refueling. River crosses the start finish. It will be close between the two drivers again. Lemony now and exit. Where is River? Under 2 seconds probably the gap when they come out of the first turn. But well played, Lemony. Stay in the lead, fresh set of softs. So yeah, without that spin, River would be like 5 seconds up the road. We'll be fuming a bit probably. There's great pace on those medium tires. But now, Lemony with 14 minutes to go on softs. It will be tough for River. Now I think it's completely dry again, so you can push everywhere. The only hope for River is that Lemony will be too aggressive with the tires early on, maybe suffer on the final lap, or get a penalty somewhere. But it's a great run out of that final turn. This is where the soft tires grip, and 3 seconds of gain, a second basically on the outlap. River in second. Gap to Dylan, 6 seconds to Dylan. Also like crazy lap times on mediums. Fastest lap of the race on mediums, 39.7. So what's possible on softs? It's a 39.5. It's just 10. Know the difference between Furious 2 and Dylan softs versus mediums. Matt and Sonic, yeah, trying to get to the end. Couch doing the same. Chaz, Dayburn also on this second soft tire stint. Push, push, push. Also no best last time. Rotten Trey with a one stop. The mediums to the end. Ovic also on mediums, and Dylan 40.6. So we'll have a look at Lemony, 3.7, 3.9 seconds. So you could see a new fastest lap incoming. A little bit of an onboard footage. So the run. Is it a new fastest lap? Couldn't see any deltas, but it will be 38.0. Wow, he smashed that fastest lap by a country mile. 38.0. That was something that's not possible on mediums. Definitely. Dylan lapping sub 140s, and Furious a second slower, which is also the best compared to Lemony's fastest lap of that race. So we have the Furious 2 pushing on soft tires versus Dylan Clifford pushing on medium tires, and River also being very consistent, very quick on those mediums. Now it's 6 and 5 seconds roughly between the drivers. That could change towards the end of the race. That's Psycho and Sonic still running quite close, but again not driving in the same class. Couch P7 second. In the M's, Tess, Label, Ray, and Ovic, bigger gaps between those drivers. They will stay with the leaders. Again, Lemony opening up that gap, so it was roughly 2 seconds after the incident. Cut some grass. And now 6.4. Good lap still for River. How about Dylan? Lost a little bit this time. 40.4. Furious gained a second on Dylan. Under 10 minutes to go. Dylan and River both on mediums. 6 seconds. I think that's still comfortable for River at this stage. Dylan needs to push with the Furious 2 flying behind him. Gained another 2/10 to that first sector. And Lemony now running away with it. 6.5. Look at those tires, but they should survive the last minutes. Don't see any issue, to be honest. 7.7. That final sector, Lemony's killing it, gaining so much time on softs compared to warm mediums. Another 38, nearly 39.4. But again, gained a second on River. Roughly. More 1.5. River, Dylan, and the Furious 2, 3.2. Low 39s for the Furious 2. Dylan's in. Yeah, somewhere high 39s, to low 40s. Last couple of laps. Sonic with a little mistake, maybe a penalty. 3.6. Couch all by himself. Tess the same. Webern, Ray, and Ovic. There's not much happening. The rest of the grid, no wheel-to-wheel battle at the moment, but not giving up on a last lap battle between Dylan and the Furious 2. Under 3 seconds, Furious is gaining on Dylan. Tires also looking okay. 6.5 minutes to go. Well, that should be 4 more laps for the drivers. 2.7 again, gained a little bit. Zero. Half a second gained. Matt going for the fastest lap. Could think about that, yeah. Not sure if a 38.0 is doable for Matt. He knows the space. And I think that 38.0 was a statement. Boom. 9 seconds between Lemony and River. The 5 seconds between River and Dylan. And 2.5 seconds between Dylan and the Furious 2. We're approaching the final 5 minutes. Furious did a good job looking after those softs and still can push on those final laps. Gained another 3/10 maybe on Dylan, roughly 2 seconds now that gap. Looks like Dylan is struggling a little bit with those mediums now. Under 2 seconds. Whoa. 1 more lap and Furious will have the slipstream. It's 3 more laps to go. Only 39.6. 1 second gained. Lemony nearly 10 seconds now. River in P2. Dylan and Furious, we come back to that in a second. Matt with that penalty still staying out, not thinking about pitting, using softs for one lap. Sonic also with a penalty coming out of that final turn. But the gap between Sonic and Couch, big. Too big to go for. To hope for with that penalty, yeah, it's not gonna happen. 1.5, so Furious nearly in that slipstream range. The drop off, yeah, it's clearly visible now. Lemony coming round the final turn. So he's pushing. 3 minutes 20 to go. Let's see, 3 minutes 17. Oh, might be able to do that victory lap. The only one to get lap 35. And here we go, Furious past that slipstream. Now on that straight, gaining a little bit. Those will be the final 2 laps for River, Dylan and Furious. So River is still with 5.5 seconds. Dylan in P3 and Furious P4. Trying to get a little bit closer again to go for a move. Matt stayed out, so won't be going for a soft tire run. Sonic, Couch, that gap roughly 9 seconds after serving the penalty. Tess, Weyburn, Ovic, Ray. What happened? It's contact between Ovic and Lemony, but no damage. 11.2. Yep, River 5 seconds roughly still, and Dylan keeping that distance to the Furious 2. We will have a look at Lemony. Will he get that extra lap? No, I think he will just be fine. 39, 38, yeah. Final lap of the race now, starting Lemony, 11 seconds to get to River in P2, and then we see Dylan and Furious to 1 second that gap. So we go a little bit on board. Furious to final lap, where we see the change for P3 happening. Under 1 second, braking for the first turn. 8/10 and gaining. Most of the best for the Furious 2. Don't cut too much on the inside. Smooth run into the long right hander. Tires are now giving up with the grip for both of the Porsches. Still Furious, staying close. Always a bit of a moment. This could save Dylan, probably 8/10. Also Dylan not with the best run, coming into the Dunlop. Chicane braking 7/10. If it's down to 3/10 coming out of the final turn, there's a chance for the Furious 2, definitely. So half a second now. Oh, Dylan is struggling with the grip. Dylan is really struggling. Furious is close. We'll see. Still adds a Lemony. Crosses the line, finishes in P1. Another victory. River in second. And then we have Dylan versus the Furious 2. So Dylan will keep that P2, probably just. It's around slipstream for the Furious. And Dylan breaking that toe, and he will bring it home in P3. Furious P4. Matt 5th in the pros. Coming out of that final twisty section now. Final turn from Matt. And it will be P5. 5 seconds to Sonic, who wins the M class as a sub for Thomas. So P6 overall, P1 in class for Sonic Kart Racing in second. Good points for the championship for Couch. We have Tess and Weyburn, 8th and 9th. Tess, 3rd in class, and Weyburn, 4th. We have Ovich, Ray finished the race, and Dylan in P12 with a reserve drive for UK for today. Alright. So we're gonna save that replay and we bring up the race results. And for me as well. So Lemony fastest lap 38-0 victory. Yeah. Started P2, finished P1. Not too shabby. River started P1, finished P2. Yeah, Arden reckoned that 10-second loss with that mistake. It could have been very close between Lemony and River towards the end of the race, so a possible victory for River thrown away with that little mistake. Midway through the race where it was still wet and the drivers were on slick tires. Dylan, yeah. The only driver that started on intermediates finished on the podium in P3 with an inters to medium strategy, Furious. Wet soft strategy up to P4 and Matt in P5. We heard him saying in Discord without any practice, so yeah. Probably that explains the 30-second gap to Dylan and Furious, otherwise he would be up with them, probably. Sonic winning the M class. Ouch, and Tess, and then second page we have Weyburn, Ovich, Ray, and Dylan in 12. So that's that race done. So yeah, what a nice little eventful race we had. Some heavy rain at the beginning, then crazy pace towards the end, especially from Lemony, Dylan, River. They are crazy lap times. Yeah. Thanks again, Ovich, for that special poster. Lovely, lovely creation. And have a look at the schedule. We'll be back next week on Monday, round 5 at Watkins Clan. I think it's the long version. And we'll be back tomorrow, of course, with the replay broadcast for the Lobby 1 race. Watch out for that. Yeah. Again, thank you for watching. Have a nice evening and hope to see you tomorrow for Lobby 1. Yes, bye bye.